What do you do when it feels like your boundaries have been crossed or pushed? And maybe you're mad at yourself because you go like, I should have set that boundary more firmly. I should have been more clear that no, I'm not up for that, or no, this is my holiday, or no, I can't do that, or no, I will not take on that assignment. Or maybe you felt like you were pretty firm, but it just didn't feel like no was an option, and you were pushed to say yes to something or do something that just wasn't okay for you, and it just didn't feel good. What do you do then? Because at that point, you're no longer in your power, right? You don't feel great about yourself, and you don't feel like you're in charge. So here's what happens. At that point, you feel done to, whether you feel like it was self inflicted or inflicted by others, but you feel done to. And it's almost impossible at that point not to activate some kind of victim feeling. And when we're in the victim feeling, of course, we don't feel like we have the power, because that's the whole thing about being a victim. You're being done to, you don't actually have the power. So, what do you do? Well, here's the thing. Well, we're stuck in that place. What we're usually telling ourselves is some version of it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't have been like that. It's not fair. It's not okay. Some version of that. And when we're doing that, we're looking towards the past because it's already happened, but we're going, it shouldn't be like that. So we're disagreeing with what happened, which means we're turning towards the past rather than towards the future. We're not here in the present either because we're busy arguing with the past. And this is actually the bigger part of where we're losing our power. One thing is what happened, but now we're adding difficulty to ourselves by going, it shouldn't have happened. So the piece, and this is not easy. So first up, you might have to just be in that state of being frustrated, angry, upset, sad, whatever is going on. You might have to be there for a while and give yourself the space to feel your feelings. Your feelings are always valid. Our thoughts are mostly not helpful, not true, but feel those feelings. But then second, the piece we need to get to is to go, it happened, rather than it shouldn't have happened. While we're in it shouldn't have happened, we're still going, I don't like the past. I want to rewrite the past. When we go, it happened, we're more in acceptance of, okay, it happened. Now you can rewrite the story. You can watch what story you're telling yourself about it. What are you making it mean? You might make it mean something about, hey, I'm just not strong enough. I'm not cut out for this kind of political environment in my organization. Or you might make it mean something about the bosses that you're working with, or the colleagues that you have, or the clients that you have. I just can't work with this type of person. So watch what meaning you attach to it. We can't change what happened, but we can absolutely change the story we tell. So you want to tell a story that is true, but that is helpful. What is the story that is true? It happened. It didn't feel good. I said yes to something I tried to say no to. I said no, and someone else told me I have to do it again. I had to do it anyway. So to get out of the victim place where we don't have the power, we accept it happened, and then we watch and we tell ourselves a better story, a story that's actually helpful, and we watch what meaning we attach to it. And then the next piece is to notice that we have power. Now, often people go, well, if I'm not a victim, what am I then? What's on the other side of victim? And perpetrator? And this is very common in us humans. We tend to go for the opposite and thinking that that's the place we want to go. And of course, we don't want to go to the perpetrator place. Well, I will be someone who violates other people's boundaries. That is sometimes what happens if we're really upset and we ended up saying yes to something we didn't want to say yes to at work. Well, then we'll easily go maybe to, if you have a team, you might go to your team and get them to do something and really try to, make them do things, right? So in a way, you might then push and continue this pattern. But that's obviously not where we want to go to. Where you want to go to is to breathe, to tell a better story, and to remember you have choice. This is when we're in our power, because we notice we have the choice. You always have the choice to resign. You might say, well, I don't have the choice because then how am I going to pay the bills? I want you to notice that choice is always there. You could sack that client. Notice the choice. The choice is there. And when you notice you have choice, you're back in your power. Notice you have options. And I would encourage you, once you've told a story that's helpful and accepted that it happened, imagine how something good could come from all of this. Imagine all of the choices you have. The best thing you can do at this point is to access your imagination, the playfulness in you, and to go, oh, okay, so if this happened for a great reason, if that experience happened for a great reason, what good might come of this? And what choices do I have? And what else great could come from this? And so activate that inspired part of you that could go, hey, maybe this happened for something good. Something good will come of this. That is a mantra I use for myself, not just in boundary relations, but in any relations where it feels like, hey, I did not like what happened. I always try and affirm again and again, something good will come of this. Nothing's ever wasted. If you want more of this, I go in lots more detailed in an upcoming workshop. Well, I've been calling it a workshop. It's really an online course, but part of it will be recorded live as a workshop. In fact, yesterday I recorded a 25-minute audio, which is really massively healing for this. And it's called Boundaries. Boundaries so strong, you don't have to speak them out loud. Come, join. It's a women's only workshop. Although loads of it will be applicable to men also, this one is women's only. Sign up, register, or comment for the link. DM me for questions. Super happy to answer anything. It's going to be really special. I'm really excited to do this workshop and to go to these deeper layers, because boundaries teachings that say, hey, we'll just say no more, I'm done with that. And it often feels like you're saying, yeah, you just got to toughen up. I mean, that's entirely unhelpful. You are tough and you are powerful. There's a reason why you have bendy boundaries. There's actually a good reason. So come join us if you want to do more work on this. Boundaries so strong, you don't have to speak them out. And find the link either here or comment, and I'll send you the link. And as I always say, no matter what's going on, now is a great time to breathe. Have a magical day.